welcome back to my YouTube channel, Lifestyle with Barbara. Hope wherever you are doing good. So guys, I'm your host here, Barbara, in case you don't know me. And guys, in case you're a new subscriber here, thank you so much for subscribing on my channel. And to the returning subscribers pia, asanteni sana for always liking, sharing and commenting hapo hivyo chini. Leo tuko hapa hivi kwa markets. Yeah. Ni huku hivi Homa Bay. We got a guest here. We want to talk with him about 1 to 3 about whatever he's doing. I'm very sure atashare with us more information, and I hope huko nje penye mko, wherever you are, you'll get encouraged, you'll be motivated. So guys, atatuambia jina lake and then we continue with the business of the day. Sawa. By the way, make sure to like our video. Okay, sasa.
Poa sana.
Jina lako ni nani?
Jina langu ni Damas Insula, lakini kwa soko almaarufu kama Roro.
Hata vile tumekuja hapa tumeulizia Damasini wakatuuliza nini.
Yeah.
So hebu Damasini tuambie unafanya nini huko hivi sokoni?
Soko nauza na small scale. Mostly na deal na grocery items, yani vitu za kutumika. Hasa zinatumika jioni lakini wakati wa lunch time kidogo. Yeah.
Before tuanze na kazi na kupelekaje huko hivi?
Currently kazi niko jaribu kwa sasa kulingana na uchumi venye iko sasa. Kubahatisha 1-2 kuona venye siku itaisha.
Okay, back to business. So by the way, can you tell us kitu gani ilikufanya sana ukajiunga na hii biashara? Ilikupush sana?
Okay, ilinipush.
Yeah.
As in that time when nilikuwa shule, nilikuwa nakaa na best yangu kwa plot moja. So my dream was all about business since I began schooling kama hizo. But due to 1, 2, 3 sikwenda study business. So my friend they inspire. Actually kwa nation plot moja. Yeah.
Does it mean you're a student partially?
Right now I've completed, just awaiting the gown. Yeah.
Graduation. Hey, that is every student's dream, by the way.
Yeah.
And how has this journey been so far?
So far it started well, except currently when economy iko ni ups and downs. So we predict there are good moments, there are also worst moments. Yeah, it kind.
Okay, and by the way, if I were to ask, what if you were to go back to the past vile ulianza business, kitu gani unaweza tamani sana maybe kubadilisha?
To change?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm dreaming of owning a very big grocery. Yeah, moving from the little I have to the big I have.
Okay, and what has been that biggest challenge yenye imekupea that life lesson hapa kwa biashara yako?
There's some of the challenges. Actually, in business is all about pata potea. So if maybe you want to experience kind of challenge, is it a minor challenge or major challenges?
And by the way, how do you overcome your challenges? Because najua challenge hiyo ndio inakuanga eye opener kwa biashara.
Kwa biashara.
Yeah.
So as for now, when my friend has been in the field for a long time, so at least hata when I feel like giving up naona yeye ameamka, so ananipush, ananiambia okay my friend, let us go do this and this. Niko go, but let us wake up. That's why I've been coming the challenge, and he has been more of a motivation to me. Yeah.
And by the way, I've heard you talking about your friend. How has it been working with him?
So far so good. Yeah, he's a friendly guy. He has supported me fully. Yeah.
Talking of that, have you ever had maybe a conflict, and if yes, how did you solve it with him?
Yeah, the good thing with him, even if you have a conflict, it's not that much longer conflict, just a minor conflict. You know, when you have studied some things like philosophy, psychology, you know how to deal with at least the people around you. So you need for you to survive well under different people, you need to lower down. You need just to, when you want to overcome your boss, you don't overcome him there and there. No, you look for a better ways of overcoming. Yeah.
Okay. And if I were to ask you, why did you specifically choose this to venture into this business?
The,
Because there are so many business here in Kenya.
as I had talked, the person in where I stay, the person who was close to me was specifically dealing with the grocery items. So that's why I ended up landing there. I know those things that like there are daily things that someone may need. They don't require you to like utembee muda mrefu ndio upata customer. No, customers at least you can get 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so on.
Okay, na vitu zako sana.
Yeah.
Alafu like what has been your biggest maybe achievement hapa hivi tangu anze biashara?
Achievement in terms of what? Because achievement of at least innovating something or achievement yeah, maybe specify your kind of achievement.
Okay, unajua ukiwa kwa biashara kuna ile kitu wewe unafaulu kutoka kwa hiyo biashara.
Kwa hiyo biashara.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually as per now, since it's si kuanza kitambo, I've just started recently. So if I'm able to cater for my bills, maybe water, electricity, house, yeah, and what I can feed on and what I can clothe on, then I can say, as per now, due to the economy at the moment, I can only rely on that one. Yeah.
And by the way, which step do you take when making your decisions, your day-to-day decisions?
Decisions.
Yeah.
How I take my decisions.
Yeah,
like
regarding your job, obviously.
Like you have to handle different types of how to deal with different types of customers. Yeah.
How do you deal with them?
I deal with them. Yeah. So maybe that one can come under a challenge or an achievement. Yeah. So regarding you now deal with the customers, there are few challenges here and there when you're dealing with their customer. So most of the time when I'm pushing my items on a trolley, just strolling around the town, you may realize that at some point mtu anaona ni kama ni favor anakufanyia. Yeah, he will always see that ni favor ndio inatoka kutoka kwake, lakini si favor inatoka kutoka kwa mwenye unamhudumia. So like anataka umuongeleshe so much politely, you need to beg for his or her money. Yeah, and so on. So you need to look on how you'll be able to relate with that customer.
And by the way, how were you able to market your brand when you are starting this business?
I was starting my business.
Yeah.
Most of the time I look like a cool guy. Yeah, that's how most of my that's how most of my friends do term me. So when I was commencing on the business, like walking around the town was a very big challenge, because you're like, hey, what will your friends say about you? What will the people who have known you that you have been schooling, and they expect you to at least to be in another place other than where you are. So moving around, like most of the people here do speak the Luo. So when they call you and they ask you questions in the Luo. So you find it difficult to do what? To respond to them, and like, no, mimi sisikii. So that's how I've been creating more friends. So like, hey, foreigner, outsider, come here. Yeah, that's how I have gained a lot of customers through that one.
Oh, hey, and how was this? Hii work imekuaje kwako? As okay, it seems like partially pia ni kama una hawk.
Yeah.
How has the experience been like?
Hawking, as I said, that it has, when I began, it had so many challenges, but as time went by, you have to identify yourself with the work you are doing. So I became proud of it. I said, no matter what people say, they will not
pay your bills.
Yeah, they will not pay my bills. After all, it is me and me alone. And another thing I liked about it is, when you are away from home people, when you are far away, when you are close to, maybe when you are in a distant place other than your home, you work better. Yeah, in some jobs, there are some tasks you can't perform them at home because people are not used to you doing some.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
sometimes
When you go somewhere else, you grow.
you grow. That's how I've been actually doing well. In that
Speaking
way.
of that, how has this business helped you grow personally apart from your business?
So in terms of growth, I can say growth in terms of maybe what I can say
Okay, maybe
maybe
even outside business,
yeah.
even whichever bora tu ni unaona hii yenyewe iko sawa.
So as I said, nimekutana na watu wengi like different tribes. Specifically here there are Kisis and the Luos. Those are the majority. So you'll meet here a few Luyas, Kikuyus and actually Indians. So I've been able to relate with most of them.
Ama pia partially una network.
Yeah. like that one. Yeah.
And by the way, what qualities do you think anyone should have before getting into business world? You as a person?
Qualities.
Yeah.
The first one I think is you need just to be humble, and then lower much expectations and hope for the best. Yeah.
What would you tell someone who's out there who wants to venture into business?
Who wants to venture into business?
Yeah.
First, you need to identify yourself with the person who has been in the business for a long time, because you realize that maybe when you just wake up, you realize that maybe you have walked in the market and seen someone selling clothes zinaenda haraka haraka, so you have not asked yourself why does this clothing get marketed at first, so you don't understand it better. So you need at least to sit with that particular person first before you begin with the business. You don't just wake up and say, oh, leo naweza anza kuuza nini mabati, leo naweza anza kuuza mawe. Yeah.
So basically
You have to identify yourself with the person who has been in the field for some time. First work with him or her, then from there you can now move on your own.
Yeah, by that is so true.
Yeah.
And tukimalizia tu, what are your plans? What goals do you have that you want to achieve after a period of time?
A period of time.
Yeah.
The biggest challenge, to respond to that one, and you can do it in terms of maybe a challenge. You know, realize that right now no one may be willing to give you capital because biashara nimesema nipata pote. Mtu atakwambia atakupatia like 20k, then in the long run 20k zake huenda zikafanya nini? Yeah, zikazama. So I might say to approach it, personally I want to identify myself as a very serious business person. So maybe at some time after acquiring government job, I'll be able to maybe acquire a loan, then from there I now expanding in my business. That is if I might get employed. If not, then at least I have to identify myself with the more people who may be willing to give me some capital. I need to advance from this one to at least a better place.
Kwanza hata we are too close, lakini umeongelea story na loans. What is your opinion? What is your take about loans? Are they good for a startup business? What is your opinion?
Yeah, about most people do take loans, but the role of that loan is not used in the way it was intended. It was intended to. So at least before you take a loan, you need first to know. You need first to see, if I take this particular loan and I invest it in this particular commodity, how long will I be able to get the results back? If you see that the prices of that particular commodity keeps on fluctuating, that maybe they are degrading and so on and so on, you need again to shy away from loans. So as much as I said that, as much as I need a loan, but it's not the best way to in terms of businesses, because the only loans I've seen maybe people using that they have helped them, maybe if they have invested in things like plots, those are long-term
Investment.
Yeah, long-term investment. So when you take a loan, you need to look at it in terms of a long-term investment and not a short-term investments. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your opinion and your time. We really appreciate. Yes guys, hope mmesikia kitu wamesema and hope pia umelearn 1 to 3 things. So guys, kitu cha kwanza wamesema, if you wanna be a business person, kuwa humble, it is something so important. Not forgetting pia ukuwe, yani you should put God first in everything you do. So guys, kama uja subscribe on my channel, please remember to subscribe, like, share, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend. Usibaki nyuma, usiachwe na kitu mzuri huko hivi. So guys, we are still around. I hope nawatakia siku njema wherever you are. Let us meet in our next video. Okay, bye bye.